When you criticize yourself, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, I can't do this, I can't achieve that, you are always criticizing yourself. It leads to depression. And many self-disciplined individuals are depressed. And the reason is because they don't practice self-compassion. You must learn to love yourself and love to do the things you do. All right, so that's how we can beat procrastination. And then, like we said in our introduction, that we also look at the implementation of the 2-minute rule in order to beat procrastination, in order to handle the matters of procrastination as self-disciplined individuals. We must implement what we call the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule. What is the 2-minute rule? It is a simple but effective method for overcoming procrastination. What is the rule? The rule says, if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait for another time. Just do it. That's the 2-minute rule. You don't need to keep waiting and say you did some other time. Sometimes you may just say, and there is the need to put a call to somebody. Don't move it to another time. It's something you can achieve in 2 minutes. To do a text to somebody, to send a mail to somebody, to take a file to somewhere, to access a particular file or document, something you can do in 2 minutes or less. Say, don't push it forward. Do it at once. That's the 2-minute rule. What benefit do we get from that? If we practice the 2-minute rule, it says, by tackling small tasks immediately, you prevent them from piling up and becoming overwhelming. When you tackle small tasks immediately, you will prevent them from piling up. And then you will also prevent them from becoming overwhelming. And this helps you maintain momentum and reduce procrastination. So you want to achieve results? Practice the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule says any task that can be achieved in 2 minutes or less, do it now. Don't procrastinate. And the benefit is, if you do those small 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds tasks or activities, you will prevent them from piling up and then overwhelming you. It will just help you to move forward. It will help you to gather momentum, and then you will reduce procrastination. The last thing I want you to look at on overcoming procrastination is clearing mental clutter. Clearing mental clutter. The 2-minute rule helps clear mental clutter. Remember, we're looking at the benefits. Number 2 benefit is that it helps you to clear the things that are clustering or cluttering your mind. It frees up mental space for substantial tasks. When those small tasks are removed from you, have been achieved, you see you have a bigger space to contain more substantial tasks. This is very important. When you do practice the 2-minute rule, you will have more time to do bigger tasks and achieve them on record time. So by understanding procrastination triggers, using proven strategies to beat them, and implementing the technique like the 2-minute rule, you can effectively combat procrastination and maintain your self-discipline. So if we must maintain our self-discipline, we must understand procrastination, the triggers. We must use proven strategies to beat them. And we must try to practice the 2-minute rule. So we move on to dealing with distractions. dealing with distractions. Dealing with distractions. So I want us to also know distractions can derail your self-discipline effort and hinder your productivity. When you are too distracted, too many things calling your attention, too many things pressuring you. There are some of us that are actually muddled up with a lot of distractions. They hinder your effort to be productive. So in this session, we will explore how to identify common distractions. We'll also look at how to create a distraction-free environment. And then practice mindful use of technology. Practice mindful use of technology. So I'd like you to understand that distraction is one of the things that hinder self-disciplined individuals. So what are the common distractions? Number one, digital distraction. Digital distraction. The phones, televisions, your computers, all of this and many more are digital distractions. When there are notifications, emails, social media connections, and endless online content can easily consume your time and focus. So one of the major and common distraction that we face as self-disciplined individuals is digital distraction. Digital distraction. Number two, clutter. Can you hear me, please? Can you still hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Yes, we can. Go on.
Hello.
We can hear you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Number two, looking at identifying common distractions. Number two is physical clutter. What is physical clutter? A cluttered workspace or environment. Cluttered workspace or environment. When I went to a particular meeting, and in the office of this individual, all the tables, everywhere, seats, there were so much activities going on. Books, things were dropped everywhere. The place was so cluttered. I thought I was the only one that felt it. Another individual came in and was just saying, why is this man office looking like this? When the man stepped out, I said, what is this? Why is this office like this? These are the things that cause distraction. Oh, you have a table here, you have the TV here, you have this item there, you have that. These are the things that cause distractions. So we need to clear our environment, our workspace. So one of the common distractions that we see is physical clutter. And this is distracting and can make it challenging to concentrate. Several things around us. Number 3 is multitasking. When you multitask, it has the capacity to bring distraction your way. You are doing too many things at the same time. It has the tendency to bring distractions. So these are some of the common distractions that we identify. Trying to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, it can lead to decreased focus and increased distraction. These are common. Number 4 is procrastination habits. Engaging in activities like endless browsing or checking your phones can become habits that sabotage your productivity. They can become habits that sabotage your productivity. You are engaging in activities like browsing, mindless browsing. There are people that almost the full day, their hands are on their phone. While they are in the meeting, they are browsing. While they are in the church, they are browsing. While they are attending to customers, they are browsing. When they are carrying out even a major task, they are browsing. These are what we call this procrastination habits. Engaging in activities that will hinder your productivity. Phone calls, checking your phones, all of these things can sabotage your effort in your self-discipline journey. Point number 5 is interruptions. When there are calls coming, when there are messages coming from people who are not even part of your job line, unexpected visitors that disrupt your workflow, they are the ones that actually cause distractions around you. All right. So how can we create a distraction-free environment? Number 1, organize your workspace. Organize your workspace. Organize your workspace. Tidy your workspace. Make your workspace clutter-free. Remove unnecessary items that can distract you. You know, your workplace. That is organizing your workplace. Number 2, designate a work area. Designate a work area. Everywhere should not be a work area, sir. Everywhere should not be a work area. Let there be a place that is called work area. Work area. It may be, in an office. It may even be your house. You have a work area. This area, once you enter there, everybody knows you're at work. Designate a work area. Let everywhere not be a work area. That's one of the ways to deal with distraction and to have a distraction-free environment. And then number 3, is set boundaries. Set boundaries. Communicate your need for focused work time to the family members or to your roommates to minimize interruptions. Your workmates, your classmates, your colleagues in the office, set boundaries. At this time, I want to do this work. I don't want distractions. All those unnecessary gisting and jesting in the office, you just minimize it. You cut it off and you focus on your task or activity. Set boundaries. Point number 4, silence notifications. Silence notifications. One of the ways to create a distraction-free environment is to have what we call silence notifications. Sometimes you go to a hotel and you see